Here on the water, in the middle of the land, you can hear the wind, it's whispering through the wings of birds above you. And here in the forest, surrounded by the trees, you can feel the pulse of all the being things around you. And that's called home. Deep in the hollows of your heavy heart, there is still a song reverberating in this moment. Lapsing synapses at the back of your brain keep trying all the ways they know to tell the story how it goes. Ooh. And that's called life. The way of wonder.
I don't want people like
Check 1, 2. Check, check. Check, check,
I'm just
check,
gonna
check.
keep letting the birds sing, right? Hello and welcome to chapel here, as well as here in Minnesota and here across the country. Glad to have you here with us today as we have, what has been created is a beautiful menagerie of life and plants and gardening, and very excited here. So we have Julia here as our musician for today, and we have such a pleasure to have Bridgette and Pan lead us today in chapel. So without further ado, take it away, friends.
I think my mic's already on. Yes, thank you. Welcome to the plant blessing and ceremony. For those of you who are on Zoom, just pointing out that we have brought every single plant in the seminary to this location to build this delightful jungle. So just let that soak in. Our purpose here today really is to create space for recognizing United as a home for more beings than just the human students and the staff and the delightful profs and all humans who come here. There are other living things, and they are all hanging out here right now, and this is their home. And by extension, we have lots of distance folks, and we acknowledge that they also have plants at their house who are also an extension of our Earth family. So just keeping that as our focus as we go through today and really get a full experience of more than human nature. And I think Bridgette had a delightful song chosen for us to kick it off. You're welcome to join in. Most people know this song. I'm going to turn my mic up.
Yeah, those words in parentheses, if anybody knows how to sing that part, it's the Simon and Garfunkel. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. Tell her to make me a cambric shirt. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Yes. Without no seams nor needlework, then she'll be a true love of mine. Tell her to find me an acre of land. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Between the salt water and the sea strand, then she'll be a true love of mine. Tell her to reap it with a sickle of leather. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. And gather it all in a bunch of heather. Then she'll be a true love of mine. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine.
When I am among the trees. When I am among the trees, especially the willows and the honey locusts, equally the beech, the oaks, and the pines, they give off such hints of gladness. I would almost say they save me, and daily. I'm so distant from the hope of myself, in which I have goodness and discernment, and never hurry through the world, but walk slowly and bow often. Around me, the trees stir in their leaves and call out, "Stay a while." The light flows from their branches, and they call again. "It's simple," they say. And you too have come into the world to do this, to go easy, to be filled with light and to shine.
All right. So we're going to spend some time with the plants. And this is going to take a couple different forms. The first form is going to be kind of a meditation. You are invited to move around, go up to the plants, feel the plants, touch the plant, take one back with you. Some of them are bigger than others. But we're going to spend some moments just being with this life, these other beings, in mostly silent meditation. And then after that, we are going to have a different type of communing, and we are going to take in gifts from plants. We are going to have tea and cookies and song. So we're going to hit all of your senses today. But yeah, I just wanted to point out, as you're looking at all these delightful plants, some of them have little flags, little colorful bobs, and those are plants that don't have names yet. So just keeping that in mind, oh, hello, little guy, that some of these have a need for being named. So if you're called during this time to offer a name, then let us know at the end. And that would be great. If not, it's also good. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now. And actually, that's not true. I'm going to read a little thing while you stare at the plants. So tree spirits, sometimes called dryads, are ancient and venerable beings. Beneath their many green boughs, a simple air of sacredness and stillness can be found. Green and gold light shining through the leaves soothes the soul, and a quiet, steady strength lends courage to the weary. Even a small sapling, with the hive consciousness of all trees, which it is a tiny part, can be very wise and powerful. They assume many different forms, and dryads specifically are often human-like in appearance, maybe a bit taller than humans. They are venerated by the Druids, deriving their name from Dur, which means oak, king of the woods, and are perhaps the most powerful spirits in this physical realm, the trees. When gathered together, they form the sacred groves of antiquity, hallowed cathedrals of nature, where all living things may find their home, including ourselves. Now, these beings are usually communed with in a very simple way. We sit at the base of their tree, breathing, feeling its presence. Draw your attention down into the roots, anchored and supported by the earth. Allow your energy fields to merge, and a journey of inner vision meeting the spirit of your tree or plant. You can ask the tree about how you can surrender into the environment and how you can help the surrounding environment and protect it. Just some invitations. I would say there's a powerful technique of breathing in and breathing out and acknowledging this oxygen-giving life. We breathe in as they breathe out. We breathe out, they breathe in. And I'll leave you with that. Those of you at home, if you've brought plants to the Zoom, or if you don't, if you have to go find them, please go be with your plants. Build our community.
While you're finding some plant friends to be with, I will sort of intro our next piece of communing, which is to sort of ingest and consume some plants. And today we have prepared some green tea and some cornmeal cookies with maple syrup and a maple syrup frosting. And some things to note are that these are really seasonal items to this geographical area. Well, especially the maple syrup, I suppose. It's syruping time. Right now, people are starting to tap their trees. The maple syrup that is in the cookies and the frosting is actually syrup that I was able to sort of help participate in last season. And this is from Omega Farm, which another seminary friend, Stephanie Pescatelli, is involved in. So this is also sort of woven through our community to us today. And we want to recognize that corn is also an indigenous plant to the Americas and is gluten-free for all you folks who cannot consume wheat or gluten. Yes. So so next I'm gonna teach a song that we can all sing together to sort of bless these plants in a vocal way. And so right before that, we invite folks on Zoom to stay muted as you sing. Otherwise, there's some feedback. But if you did bring some tea or snacks on Zoom, we just want to take a moment before we sort of get started and offer you this blessing. Because as we recognize the gifts that plants are giving us, the life that they give us, we want to ask ourselves, how are we returning this gift of life back to the land? So we say to you on Zoom, this plant offers its life to you.
I will return this gift of life.
Yeah. And so as I'll get the song started, and then we have some folks who are going to come around with our objects to consume, and you can, if you're not interested in taking them, you can just signal in some way, no thank you. Okay. So our song today comes from a local song leader, Serena Partridge. And I believe this is a new song of the season. So this is like a seasonal spring song that really came out of this time also. So we want to acknowledge and name that this song is inspired by this time and this place. And it goes like this, and I'll just keep singing, and as you kind of catch it and find it in yourself, you can join me. I belong to the woods and the water. I belong to the sky and the snow. I belong to the roots and the seedlings, and I am coming home. I am coming home. I belong to the woods and the water. I belong to the sky and the snow. I belong to the roots and the seedlings, and I am coming home. I am coming home. I belong to the woods and the water. I belong to the sky and the snow. I belong to the roots and the seedlings, and I am coming home. I am coming home. I belong to the woods woods and the water. I belong to the sky and the snow. I belong to the roots and the seedlings, and I am coming home. I am coming home. I belong to the woods and the water. I belong to the sky and the snow. I belong to the roots and the seedlings, and I am coming home. I am coming home.
Wow, that was really beautiful.
So yeah, we want to take a moment and recognize the folks who allowed this to happen and really got these plants here and the ability to have plant life in our school. It was really important to a lot of us. And so we want to recognize the beautification committee that came out of some conversations last year. And Grace Riggs, if you'd like to give a little wave, was really the biggest sort of motivator in being like, come on, let's get these plants. What are we doing? And I also want to recognize Cindy Beth and Vonda and Pan and myself and Meg Mercury, who were all a part of that committee in like helping get these plants sort of figured out how they would be here. And we also want to recognize that if we want the plants to have healthy and long lives, it really does take the community to think about how to make that happen. And so we created a position called the Plant Chaplains, and we're inviting a couple of people each term to sort of take up this role and be a part of the plant community with us and help us to steward the plants of our school. And we also have invited people who are distanced to take part in naming the plants with us and really giving them some name and honoring them in that way. Anything I'm missing, Pan?
Also, just a shout out to the people who do stop and we don't know. We do know that Carrie has been delightfully kind to all these plants, but I know that there are other people probably watering behind the scenes that we don't know about. So just giving gratitude for the unseen efforts. These plants don't get watered until we water them. There's no rain in here.
Self-watering. Yeah, and to that point,
Also, we just use a jug. Yep. We have not had anyone donate a watering can yet.
yes, that would be a lovely gift if you'd like to donate.
So,
And yeah, to that point, Pan, that we also want to create a culture of, if you notice the plants are dry and need some love, like even if you're not a plant chaplain, like please feel free to be a part of that. We have a sign that we just have out that says like when the plants were watered last and how to, and that they are watered once a week. So if you see that and you're like, hey, the plants need to be watered about now, go ahead and water them. And the plant chaplain's really kind of like supervising and helping to just like make sure that it happens. Okay.
right. Well,
Yeah.
we've got the announcements out of the way. We
Yes.
can.
Sorry, right before, I'll just say that if you do want to become a plant chaplain, we have some sign-up sheets over there at the table. And we also have any plants that have been not named that kind of need names that you can still get in on the legacy. So yeah, you haven't lost your chance. Thank you, Nikki.
All the chaplains we can get.
You too can be a plant chaplain. And I would also like to point out that these plants themselves are chaplains. So if you are ever in need, just Don't be shy. Visit them. And with that, I've made some little name tags for some of the plants, and we are just going to all participate in this naming and blessing ceremony. So I'm going to start by telling you what plants are who, and we can welcome them. And then I'll ask your participation to bless them, to welcome them yourselves, to water them. So we have Heidi. Heidi is a spider plant that was donated by Dr. Sabiatanis and named by Abby. And I don't totally remember why. No, it's the wrong one. This one. Sorry. Thank you. I was like, that one just got named, but okay. Heidi, welcome to your home. Welcome to United. We're happy you're here. Okay, next up we have Frankie, which is a monstera plant named by Helen. And this was one of our plants that we have brought in with the SLC funds. So Frankie, right here, named for monstera, Frankenstein's monster. Thank you, Helen, for that name and gift. Welcome, Frankie, to your new home. Not so new. Welcome to your home. Welcome to United. Izzy, or Isidore, was recently gifted a name by Amy, and this is one of our SLC offered plants as well. So right here we have Isidore, named after a green thumb grandfather. Welcome, Izzy, to your home at United. Okay, so these guys are all spread out. Huey, Dewey, and Louie are the cacti pals. They're kind of floating around. Huey, Dewey, and Louie, I named them because they're kind of like triplets, and they get into little adventures, and they know how to stick it out. So put that one right here. They'll all have their little tiny name tags, but Huey, Dewey, and Louie, welcome to your home at United. Esmeralda. Esmeralda is our fiddle leaf fig tree. And Esmeralda was a name offered by Audrey because of the emerald greenness of Esmeralda, and also part of our initial purchase from the SLC fund. So I'll put your name just behind you because you're all the way down there. Welcome, Esmeralda, to your home at United. Polly Jean. Polly Jean was named by Bridgette because of a song.
One of my favorite musicians is PJ Harvey, and the plant itself is kind of edgy looking, and I thought it was a fun way to have some edginess in the chapel.
The edgy plant. The edgy plant that is a dragon tree, I think. I looked that up yesterday. So welcome, Polly Jean, to your new home, to your old home, to your home at United. You are loved and welcome. So the last one that we have names prepared for is Francis, and this was relatively recent. While Bridgette and I were looking at all the plants the other day, we were concerned that this pothos plant did not have enough crown, and we thought it looked kind of like a monk with a tonsure. So Francis, welcome to your home and life at United. And as you can see, there are many, many more plants. and they all need love and care and welcome. So don't feel like you can only water the ones that have names. Please water all the plants. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to commission you as plant chaplains, as lovers of these beings and sharers of this space. If you have noticed or not noticed, we have this delightful ritual bath prepared. And there are many glasses and receptacles on this table over here. And we invite you to scoop from the holy water and bless these plants in your own way. And that's, yeah, pretty much where blessed be the plants and blessed. And thank you so much for coming and for carrying these plants and carrying them. Their spirit is here for you and for them and for us.
Okay, before we get to the closing song, Bridgette, thank you. Thank you. This is magical in many ways. And look forward, stay tuned for Earth Day. ... And next week, we'll have the United Methodist group leading us in chapel. So y'all feel free to come on back, and Julia will play us out.
So yeah, please don't leave them unwatered. Get in there, get in there.
Fertile soil, brittle seed, tender shoot, luscious fruit, fading flower, falling leaves, grieving ground, resting roots. This is happening, these seasons turning to years, these years laying down marks, unerasable, furrows plowed in flesh, memories scattered like stars on the night sky of my mind. Fertile soil, brittle seed, tender shoot, luscious fruit, fading flower, falling leaves, grieving ground, resting roots. Every age may touch me, none will keep its grasp on me. I go on, I go on, I go on and on, till I lay me down at last in the Great One's arms, in the Great One's arms. Fertile soil, brittle seed, tender shoot, luscious fruit, fading flower, falling leaves, grieving ground, resting roots.
Everybody online, thank you so much for joining us. And we hope that if you have plant names, you can share them with the community or any other honorings. Feel free to just let us know. We know you're there.